Hello, my name is Ryan Gruch, and I'm proud to serve as the middle school principal at Seven Hills Preparatory Academy in Richfield, Minnesota. Now, when we hear the words classical education, that means a lot of things to a lot of different people, right? And a lot of different things. And so we thought we'd put together a short video to kind of give you an overview of what that means to us at Seven Hills. We, along with many of our colleagues, have studied classical education, and it is divided into three main stages: the grammar stage, the logic stage, and the rhetoric stage. Basically speaking, our grammar stage is our K 5 programming. Our logic stage is the middle school 6 through 8. Seven Hills does not go on to high school, but that would have been the rhetoric stage. Many of our students will go to area classical schools and they thrive in that environment too because they've had the two basic stages at our school. As you can tell, the grammar stage is where teachers teach children a set of knowledge. We believe that if we give all the students the knowledge that this basic set of knowledge, they can then take that knowledge and apply it to future thinking. And that base of knowledge is so important. And it goes along with brain functioning. And you understand that if you have a small child, they're like a sponge and they just soak that up. And we'll tie into that with chants and songs and all of this stuff to get them that information. And then in fourth, fifth, sixth grade, we start to move into the logic stage. And in logic stage, we start to get these young teens to teach them about understanding. So we've got this base of knowledge. What are we going to do with it? And we start to ask that big question, why? And we have things in place, both skills and content in place to help them learn how to think empathetically and critically. So it's not just that you have a bunch of information or you know how to access information. More importantly, you can analyze that information. And that gets us ready for the rhetoric stage, where students will be able to formulate their own opinions and beliefs around this knowledge and this analysis to 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 arrive at, hey, where do I stand on these issues? What do I believe? And in rhetoric stage, they learn how to communicate that out to others. At Seven Hills, we have put together a short little what does it mean at Seven Hills? What's it look like? And you can tell, you can read this to yourself, but it shows here that we believe strongly in a strong liberal arts education. What does that mean? Well, we try to be broad in what we teach our students, but we rely heavily on classical content. We also supplement that with modern choices, because we think that to prepare a student for the diverse world that they live in now, they need to know not only the classics, but some of the modern choices out there as well to get us more well balanced. We believe that the ancient world was very diverse, getting information from all over the known world at that time. And we believe that that's our role in classical education today, is to provide our students with that base set of knowledge and those skills to analyze it. We also believe very strongly in writing and reading, because we think that at the heart of all thinking is writing and reading. If you can write it, you can think it, right? It's really hard to write it if you can't think it. So those go hand in hand, and that's what we believe in critical thinking. We also believe in a strategy called Socratic method, which relies on a technique called the Socratic seminar. And so in our classrooms, you'll have a lot of student-led discussions around topics that they'll have to take that information, analyze it, and then communicate their own thoughts. As a group, they're trying to find the truth. This kind of goes against what a lot of people think about classical education, where there's a sage on the stage where somebody is just giving the information and the students are just absorbing it. No, that's not what we do here. We want them to analyze it and to kind of chew on it for a little bit, and then organize their thoughts as a groups to come to that conclusion together, right? Because that's what we want them to be prepared for, to be able to do this by themselves. Now, that's a gradual release from kindergarten to eighth grade, but it's appropriate based on the development of the child. Finally, we have seven pillars of classical education at our school and what it looks like at Seven Hills, both at the Richfield and Burnsville campuses. You can see that we value the individual scholar, and that means more than just, hey, what are you going to teach them and how are you going to teach them? It means we need to study the children that come to us and give them the support and the challenge that they need to grow academically and socially, emotionally as well. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions more specific to the content or skills that we teach at Seven Hills, as far as classical education or any of our curriculum, please don't hesitate to reach out to any of the school principals on our school website. We'd be happy to get back to you. Thanks again and enjoy the day.